Right, now, not only am I getting to talk about one of my most favourite ways of fishing and a match-winning way of fishing, this is a style of fishing, if I was going on a commercial, that I'd probably do as a pleasure angler more than anything else, because it's a way of targeting the biggest fish in the lake. And that way is potting some ground bait and fishing in the margins. Now, for whatever reason, the fish absolutely love coming right into the edge, and ground bait being so attractive is something that attracts those great big carp to come in and feed on your hook bait in the edge. So I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm doing today. Now, ground bait wise, here it is. As we know, for a long time now in commercial fisheries, green ground baits have been incredibly popular. We've got some great ones in the range: Super Crush Green, 50/50 Green, just to name a couple. And now we've added to that with Marine Green. The basis of this ground bait all comes around crushed pellets, as we know. So we've got different types of crushed pellets in there. I would describe this as probably more on the stronger side. You know, we've talked before about the fish meal content and how weak or not it is. So like a crushed expander is as weak as it comes, and a crushed halibut pellet is probably as sort of as strong as it comes with the type of fish meal that you have in there. This is on that sort of stronger side. If it was out of 5, I'd call it a 4. That's where I'm sort of categorizing this ground bait. It's a really nice ground bait, nice and heavy, and there's the marine elements in there as well. Bit of a secret, don't want to give that away, but that's what helps us with the colour, that's what helps us with the flavour, and it's worked brilliantly for the last sort of 6 to 8 months while we've been testing it. It's caught a lot of fish, and it's been a really popular ground bait. Bream absolutely love it, skimmers love it, but oh my god, today the carp are loving it. I can't believe how good it's been. So all I've been doing is just taking a handful. All right, I haven't actually mixed this up overly damp. I'd like it a bit damper for the edge, but I'm going to blame Jake. He's mixed it up behind the scenes, but it's absolutely lovely just how it is, to be honest. We're catching loads. Half a cupful this time of year. Maybe if it was the big old power session right towards the end, I'd be putting some more in. I'm not a big fan of putting loads of hook baits in there. The only bait I ever put in is like maybe 2 or 3 bits of corn for a fleck of colour, but I've got to be honest, most of the time I'm not really too bothered about feeding a lot. Now, what I'm going to do, nice and tight to the edge, you probably can't quite see that there, but I'll show you that in a minute. So look, there's my pot, nice and tight to the edge there. Pop that ground bait in, and what's going to happen, fish are obviously going to come in there and settle. Notice I'm not rushing back out to get there. Now I've got my rig, I've got 13 the original hollers, one of my favourite elastics ever. Nice, strong, durable line. All right, so we've got 022. I've got an edge float, 4x12, nice thick 2.5mm bristle there. Very nice, and the world's simplest shotting pattern. All my shot bolt together on top of a 6-inch pre-tied 017 reflow power hook length to a 12 XSH. Now, if you're fishing down the edge, my favourite bait ever is a bunch of maggots. When there's like a few perch and that in, they can be annoying, so sometimes you have to fish corn. But if you've got like no little perch or no annoying little fish, then basically load your hook up with as many maggots as you can get on. I'm going to say at least 7 or 8 is a great place to start. I've caught loads of fish on like 10 maggots. Look at that. Great big visible soft hook bait, one of the best big carp baits. That's why all the carp lads, you know, those spessy boys, they've come over to our side now. They love the maggots and the worms. They're catching loads of fish. So the cameraman's going to try and get in position. Hopefully he doesn't scare away my 10-pounder. Oh, it's just swum out. No, not really, Jake, I'm only kidding. So look, we're dropping it in down here nice and tight on the bottom. And what we're looking for, obviously this is right in amongst the ground bait. When you're fishing down the edge, you're looking for a really distinctive bite, okay? So if you get anything that goes left a bit, right, look like that, look, the old left and right, we're not interested in one of those. Like that, a quick goes under. That is why I absolutely love margin fishing for carp. You know, you get to target big fish. See, sometimes We even have to add a few sections on. Oh, that one's really going for it. I absolutely love it when that happens. These are the big fish you're targeting at this time in the edge. We charge off. That's why I love that slightly softer elastic, to be honest, because that one's absolutely haired off across the lake. Big fish they are as well. So a bit of ground bait. Oh, he's really going for it. Bit of ground bait in the edge. The right ground bait, the right baits. Just remember, don't go nuts with feeding of those other baits. And if you manage your peg and if you get your timings right, you can have brilliant sessions, pleasure fishing or even match fishing, obviously the right time of the match, and this really is big time winning technique. So, like I said before, you want that ground bait to be nice and heavy. We know the fish love these green ground baits. And as you can see from this beauty that's finding its way back to me here at the Glebe, this is what it's all about. Big fish like him, great big common look. No wonder it went charging off. There we go. Come on, baby. Double figure common on the marine green down the edge. Just what I'm after today, to be honest. Take a look at him. They are the fish you are targeting when it comes to the edge. Well over 10 pound he is. Let's get him unhooked. That's why you want that strong line, big hook. And as you saw there, he really went for the charge. Have a couple of pole sections ready just in case. Get that out of him. 7 or 8 maggots. Every time, sort of half a pot full. Something that's going to drag them in. Something that's nice and powerful. And these fish are the winners and the ones that we all love to catch when we go fishing.